Right, video number 3. Flipping thing camera keeps cutting out all the time. Yeah, so the chords. Right, we've got to that section. And basically, as I was just trying to say before the camera cut out, you've got to slide that chord there, that 2-finger chord, just those 2 fingers. You've got to slide them right up to the 13th and the 14th fret on the middle strings, and place your little finger onto the 16th fret of the E string. It sounds alright. It's a chord I've had to make up. I can't get it anywhere, I don't know. I've actually seen film of Adrian Belew playing it with sort of strumming it with his fingers, and it looks like it's about here somewhere. And that's the only way I can get it to sound. It's probably right, but it might not be. Open E. Very simple, but unconventional, as per typical King Crimson. Right. Now the next chord is just a B chord, D chord, so I just play it, I just bar it. I bet Fripp didn't. He probably got some weird chord for it, but he was in conventional tuning back in the when was this written? 74, 73, 74. So he was using conventional tuning. Sounds right. So yeah, so I just play a B chord, which is basically bar the other 2 fingers like a power chord sort of position on 4 on the G and the D string. Slide that up to the D position, or fret 5 when you slide it with that finger. Now this chord, I think it sounds right, and it sort of looks like the sort of thing that Fripp plays. So you've got to play 12 on the A and the G, leaving the D string and put that finger on there. It's almost like a D shape with that finger one fret back, and it creates a sort of discordant. So it's back to the bit. And then he goes straight into that bit after playing those 2 bits. He doesn't go up to the 3rd position like he did in the intro part of that part. Then he goes straight back to that bit. Right, then after that we come to a bit that I think is almost certainly wrong, but the way I get it to sound sort of right is by playing it like that. That basically is like a B chord. Just take that finger off, play the middle string, play the 3 strings you're holding down. So that finger there, so it's basically like an A minor shape, but played with those fingers on the 9th fret. So these 2 fingers are on the 9th, that finger's on the 10th. Slide that down 2, then 1, 2, 3. So it's slide down 2, same thing, 3. Hang on, no, sorry. And the next bit is your first and your third finger. Put that on the D string. Are we still recording? Oh, praise be, it's still recording. Right. So that note there, which is the 5th on the D string and the 7th on the A string, and you just got to play those chords. There's notes, sorry. And you've got to slide that backwards and forwards, creating that dun 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 dun. And then move that same shape down to these strings here, which are the middle 2 strings, playing on the 5th on the D and the 3rd on the G. So playing it 1 fret back and then forwards again to create that. And then a similar thing, but just playing 2 notes apart, or 2 frets apart, using your middle 2 fingers on the D, on the G, on 6, on the 6th fret, and the 7th on the D string. But this time go back 2 frets to create that dun 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 dun. And that is the first chord. That last chord is the first chord that you started with. You know, the bit. I just play with those 2 fingers, don't ask me why. So basically, yeah, so, and the solo is just, the solo bit is just 2 notes played in 2 sequences. The next bit is if that's right. I can't be bothered to listen to the record, but I get away. You can get away with it. If you play along to the record and it sounds wrong, then just change the odd note somewhere. But you get away with it. I don't think the video is going to allow me time to show you the notes there. It might do. But starting off on the E, 3, 1, 0. Sorry, it's not 3, 1, 0, it's 3, open, 1, open A, no it's not, no, I'm going to have to write this down, I can't play it slowly and remember the notes. I can play it perfectly, it's just when I have to remember the notes, I might have to do it like the first sequence where I just couldn't remember all the notes. It's just too much going on for me to remember. But basically, that's the full structure of the song, because then after that solo bit, it just goes back to. Goes back to the beginning again and starts playing again, and then it goes, and then at the end it goes. Right, well, I'll have to write those notes out for the solo, I think. I think I might just put them on a piece of paper or just write them out. So I can play it, but when if I have to slow it down to tell you what notes I was playing, my brain gets scrambled and I can't do it. Anyway, the light's going, and I don't even know my video's still recording. No, it's still recording. Don't know what's up with this thing. I say sometimes it just records for absolutely ages. Another time it cuts off after a minute. It's most frustrating. I think that's the whole song. I can't really think of anything else that I've missed out. If you can call it a song. I don't know what key it's in. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in E. It's probably in Z flat, knowing Fripp. He's probably invented new scales, new keys. Very easy to play that as well. There's a few King Crimson songs that are easy to play. They're just unconventional, and that is one of them. They're just not typical rock chords. They're more like, I don't know what. I think he made them up as he went along. He did used to play the violin after all, before he got a guitar. So perhaps that's where he got that thing from. I don't know. I don't know if he ever had guitar lessons. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. He probably have just absorbed it all by reading a book once. The freak that he is, he probably just absorbed the whole book, everything you need to know about guitar, and then played it instantly. I get the feeling he's from another planet, not like us mere mortals that have struggled to play Smoke on the Water. Right, anyway, au revoir. Oh, hang on, it's still recording. It's still recording. What else can I think to say about that? Basically, the rhythms are. I mean, that's different to every person, but I was really exaggerating it there, like attacking it. It's got that sort of evilly, sort of discordant sort of. You've really got to try and put a bit of, through your vibrato. And of course, then there's that bit. I think this goes on behind the solo because he plays that first chord. But I think if you can actually play this behind the solo.